Welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Michael Gelfie Studios, Plate Mill Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure. Hello, listeners. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Knights of Roleplay. I'm DM Chris, and I really hope that someone's going to bite it tonight. Love you guys.
Working on it.
All right, John, turning it over to you.
Okay, well, welcome back, Tomb Robbers. So, in our last adventure, we started off with a bang by having everybody get blown up with gas. That was fun.
That was the gas.
Yeah.
Wow.
Managed to do a little bit of wading around in the river, chickened out of one treasure chest, but decided to go for another one that turned out to be a mimic. Just your luck. After doing a bit of wall running around, you managed to take care of that. Then decided to go and dive through a weird skull with lit up eyes. Poor Fang got a good chomp out of that one. And then managed to meet poor little Nepartek. Nice little girl. Got trapped in her own skull for thousands of years. Didn't know that, did you? Then you had to go and remind her of her fate. And just...
He's looking at Sarah.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
And then, so you drove her mad. And then you killed her. And then you unceremoniously punted her skull down the stairs.
That was me.
You all are evil people.
I had nothing to do.
I didn't see a thing.
I hope we didn't need that.
We can go retrieve it, right?
But you got your comeuppance with the whole horde of spiders.
That kept critting on us.
That kept gritting on you. They were very hungry spiders. But after managing to dive back out through the skull without taking too many more chomps, you are now trying to figure out what you're going to do. So, Tomb Raiders, what you gonna do?
Okay. First thing I want to check, the skull outside, one or both eyes lit?
Both eyes are currently lit. If I remember correctly. I might have that wrong, but...
I was about to ask if I could cast a fireball in there, and then I remembered I'm not a sorcerer anymore.
How did you get out of there? Because you were the last one out.
You propped the door open with a spear.
No, that was me.
I thought you did it again to get out.
I was just able to get out.
So one of the eyes is out right now.
I remember he got out, and it was the last eye to go out, and then the last person to dive out.
This?
Because it's important. It's very
because
important.
It's John and Kate. That's why.
I actually had an experiment I wanted to do based on knowing that the one eye was out. But if you want,
I mean, if your memory may be better at it than me, so fine. Okay, let's go with that. One eye is out.
So
listeners are going to be like, no, but whatever.
We know a trick to work with that anyway, but because I'm really curious, I reach over and ask to take the torch from Mayock and poke it up to the eye that's out.
The eye now has a torch in it.
It doesn't relight?
It does not relight.
Okay. All right, I was curious. So.
I'm pretty sure even I know that was a magical light. You're kind of stupid, aren't you?
Next time you get yourself stuck in a devil face, I won't save you.
I was not stuck. I was just getting bit a lot. I was not stuck. I could have gotten out at any time. Just because I was getting hurt does not mean I was stuck.
Our cash is spicy tonight.
Let's see here. So I offer to the party that if we want to try to clear the tomb and see what's in the sarcophagus, there's a bunch of spiders in there. I
don't think they know about the spiders.
There's a bunch of spiders in there.
I think she just told us about the spiders.
We just got attacked by the spider.
Well, we were never in there, so we just knew you were getting this way.
Either...
How does it feel?
I have something that can make a bunch of oil that we could then toss through there and spread all over the floor and light on fire, if the DM would rule that would work.
You could light the floor on fire. No guarantees that it's actually doing anything with spiders.
Where are the spiders?
I can cast a flaming sphere in there.
Spiders are kind of spiders at the moment are...
move? Sorry.
Yeah, the spiders at the moment are kind of swarming around, but...
Okay.
I mean, their warrens are still all around the walls.
So can you move the sphere?
Yeah.
Okay. That is probably easier than me risking summoning a water elemental and sending it in there, which would probably be perfect for that situation, but then after that, if I lose control of that, we're screwed. So...
I mean, they are avoiding the sphere.
Stupid as I thought.
Spiders are smart enough to avoid hot things. So...
Whose character was in a water elemental in the previous game and they were getting attacked? Was it your character?
was
Yes,
John.
it was. Yes,
I think
yes,
I was.
it
My character's always the
Brian
one
was
getting
attacking
swallowed.
it.
So
And in essence, attacking John.
Murdain was shooting a bunch of arrows
not
at
very
it
happy
too.
with me.
Yeah, it was not going well.
And then John attacked Brian once the water elemental was
So
gone.
John was Johning.
per usual.
Accurate.
Sounds about right.
I think there was also a fight when Brian's character, and I'm trying to remember if John was there too. One or two people ran off and ended up fighting a bunch of giants for
Yeah.
like 3 rounds before everybody else caught up.
That was the OG campaign.
Oopsie.
Wow.
So you are still under initiative order, by the way, because if you're still going to be engaging the spiders.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you remind me of what?
Okay. Yeah, I did take notes.
I can dig it
Chris is
out.
just standing around dancing.
Gleep, Fang, Dirkrist, Mac, Teriel, Spiders.
No, well, actually,
That's what I had written down.
yeah, I'm trying to get that encounter back up.
Practicing my golf swing. Cricket.
Where's my encounters? My encounters. Get over here.
Don't you mean spider?
Okay.
I don't even know where the spider. Gleep was actually top of the order.
Yes. Yep. Gleep, then Fang, then Dirkrist, then Mayak, then Tavriel, then Spiders.
That's what I said.
I didn't know if the spiders came in on the same initiative as Napartek or not. I didn't pay attention.
My health is very low, so...
The spiders might have been my fault. I don't know if the skull
was
leaving
mine.
the room triggered the spiders.
So was Fangs. We're going down, some everybody.
Someone's having fun.
So anyway, so top of the initiative order. Then,
Napartek's skull like falling down the...
I mean, we can play it loose since obviously the
I like
spiders
the
are.
idea of playing it loose.
Yeah, so obviously the spiders are not able to engage at the moment. So leap.
That's Chris's soul.
So I guess we can just play it through to whoever wants to
my
go.
beautiful daughter.
Go next.
Giggling back
I mean,
there.
we can just start doing ranged attacks until he
Beautiful
does his
sounding
bigger...
It is.
I love it. It's medicine.
It's gonna make me cry.
It is super cute. It is. So, Fang, were you going to put your sphere of fiery stuff in there?
Yeah.
Great balls of fire.
Flaming sphere. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Put his hands together and see a spark of fire in his hands and throws out a flaming spear into the room through the skull.
Through the skull's mouth. Ah. Okay. You do have visual range, and you see spiders all over the place. So it just creates a battlefield hazard. Does it do anything at creation?
I think you can
Let's see.
maybe do damage at first, maybe?
It says any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 2d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Okay, so
As a bonus action, I can move the sphere up to 30 feet.
Okay, so they have to end their turn next to
Is
the
there
sphere.
no
to
way
take
that they
damage.
take damage?
And I
other
can
than-
also ram it into a creature, and that creature takes that damage.
Okay, does that take an action? No, does that you just used your action? Is that something you can do right now?
It says as a bonus action.
As a bonus
you can move
action.
the sphere
Okay.
up to 30
So
feet.
basically, on each of his turns, he can move it and charge it into one or more swarms of tarantulas.
Okay. Well, you've just created your sphere then. Do you wish to do anything with it?
I'm going to ram it into some spiders.
Okay.
Ram spiders.
Ram spiders.
How long
You find-
does the spell last?
Spiders roasting on an
What's that?
open
1 minute.
flame.
In the interest of time, are you going to make him play through chasing all the tarantulas until they die? Or
Just let me go
Let
through.
the DM roll it.
Yeah.
DM's gonna DM. Okay, so dexterity saving throw was it?
Yeah, 16.
DC 16. Here's my chosen dice for tonight. They get 17. So, is it safe for half?
Or half. Yep, half one I failed, so let me. 10, so really 5.
So 5 damage to that guy. Boom. Okay. Dirkris, you want to do anything?
I will continue to watch from outside the mouth. Be like, get them spiders, get them spiders.
Mayak, you do anything?
I'm also watching from outside.
Gabrielle, do you want to do anything?
I guess I'll throw a dart at one of the groups if I can see him.
Yeah, you can get a shot. You can get a shot on one.
Which I can. Let's see which dice wants to play. Who wants to play tonight? What does the dart do? Dart does D4.
Sticks into people.
1 caltrop worth of damage.
But you're
Caltrop.
level 9 monk.
So that is going to be AC 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Max damage 9.
Or 9 damage.
Okay. And then extra attack, another dart. Same thing that I hit before if it's still alive.
It's still alive, yeah.
Okay. So let's see here. It's going to be AC 24 to hit
Yep.
for 7 points.
Okay. Well, you managed to significantly reduce that particular insectual.
Okay.
Okay. Next,
Are you using the run the encounter thing on D&D Beyond?
I am.
I was just curious if that's what you're doing. Sarah, did you use that as well?
That's what gave me the idea.
In our second Candlekeep Mysteries.
The second one you did?
Yep.
I mean,
Cool.
I'm trusting them. That's right.
Haven't tried it. Sorry, John, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Next up is Nepartek. She just sobs pityingly from the bottom of the stairwell.
Stop crying, little girl.
Is the skull like way down that pit?
Yeah, you
Okay.
booted it right
She's
down
gone,
a
okay.
bit.
I
I'm just being
literally
silly.
hit it with like a hammer and like
home run. Home
Right,
run.
that's your golf swing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's not
like
playing,
4.
She's not playing cricket. She's playing spider.
Swing away.
Okay, and then all that leaves all the insect swarms. Sensing heat, they all scurry back into their warrens.
Oh,
Okay.
but will they stay in there?
Do we think they will stay?
They sound very chittery,
What does that mean?
and you can see little reflective beady eyes. If you take a look, if you can look,
I'm not putting my head on that skull.
No.
I watched you try to bite his tail off.
That's true.
You were a tiger at the time, right? Yeah. Tail.
How do we get in there without
I mean, he
We're-
can move
we're
the
gonna have to fight
sphere
them.
where we aren't. He can move the sphere where we aren't, and we can at least try to open the sarcophagus. And if we do that, the room is cleared as far as I'm concerned.
If we go back in there, we're going to have to fight the spiders. It's going to be more combat with fighting the spiders. Do we want to do that or not? I don't. Cleve doesn't care as much about
I only
that
got a minute on this
sarcophagus.
Well, the gods may be a key to helping us to stop the Cercerac and the
They
Death
were-
Curse.
A Sararak.
Yes.
Those they were a key will get in. So
Maybe we should go get the skull.
can I talk to the lady inside my head? Does she know if they're a part of getting out of here? Hey, lady!
No, I was being silly with the whole sobbing thing. You're pretty certain that the skull is down for the count.
Okay.
Gotcha. Like the spirit is no longer in the skull, kind of thing. Like we destroyed it.
It was an undead that you've destroyed. Yes.
Oh, it was an undead. Gotcha. Was it actually a flame skull? Effectively.
Effectively.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so you're talking to your.
Hey, lady!
Yes.
Do you know if there are more gods in here? If you guys are like helpful in getting out of this weird place?
Well, there were 9 of us, so it stands
Like
to reason
there
that
were like
the other
9.
8.
There were like 9 stones with like your symbols or whatever on them to get in.
I wouldn't know about those about stones or anything like that.
They were like chess pieces or whatever.
Yeah. Well, all I can tell you that there were 9 of us that Asararek killed and entombed here. But where specifically any particular
Would you
one of
think
us
if
is,
we,
I
like,
don't know.
let all of you go, that you guys would, like, give us the power of gods to, like, help us get rid of this asshole?
Well, I am certainly trying to help you now.
Okay. I think we need to open this sarcophagus thing up of
I agree.
I can't say that word. At least not in this accent. Sarcophagus. Just do it.
I mean, if the party wants
No
to go
lips.
back in, people
lips.
go along with
I
it.
mean, we can send 2 people in and try to have them do it while he uses the
I'm making
flames
an
to
ass
try
of
to beat the
myself. I love
spiders
it.
back. Is there enough room that he can kind of manipulate the flame spear to, like, patrol the walls while some people are working in the middle real quick?
You got enough of the room to know that the walls are. It's about a 30-foot square room. The effective range
It's a 5-foot sphere.
and it's a 5-foot
Anything
sphere.
within 5 feet of it takes damage.
So
There's
it's
plenty of room.
so it's roughly a 15-foot area of effect,
Oh.
or anything that ends its turn.
Okay.
Next to
So a
Holy
couple characters
person,
could
why
go into
don't
the
you
other
go
side of
in?
the room.
You've got the power of a god.
We need some strong people to go in. I tried to move that lid, and it
Well, who's
couldn't do
bloodied? So you
so
two
I
go
guess
in.
it's the 2 of us.
I'm not going in. I'm not taking any risks anymore, you know?
I mean,
Yeah,
if
she's
we
got
want
to make it
other
back to a
gods
sexy
help
kobold
us-
girlfriend. You know.
I'm not sure about that skull, although there is still an islet. Okay, I go in. I could have dashed through.
Alright. Alright, and let's see here. So
there
can you
still
stuff
an
a javelin in there?
So you dash
believe
through.
I
So you
can.
jump through the.
I'm jumping through the mouth. I don't know how I feel about this, but I'm going.
Okay, so on your initiative, you jump through the mouth. The other eye whoop, goes out. That does not bite you down. Okay,
Alright.
back to normal initiative. Mayak.
So I'm outside.
Is there still
Yeah.
a javelin in the jaw?
Do you still have a
broke.
javelin, Maya?
I think
Because for someone else to get in there,
I
someone
put
needs
it
to block
in
it again.
there. So I use that.
What?
The javelin
She
I
used a
have.
javelin.
This time?
I used
Yeah,
one
so
before.
so this time
Before.
someone else needs to use a javelin because
So
she's inside.
I thought I had used that.
It was hers.
Meaning like now.
You're gonna do
You're
it
in
now.
it.
You do it
Okay,
now.
that
Okay, so
wasn't
right
clear.
now, so you're gonna. Okay, so use an item action to jam a javelin into the mouth.
Jab a javelin.
Jab a javelin.
Jabba 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 jaw jabba jaw.
Yeah.
Okay. And yep.
Giggity.
And as you are also expecting the reaction, it does delay the closing just enough for you to get through, and snap the javelin.
Oh, wait, what? He's not the
Oh
one
no,
going
he's
in.
not going through. I don't think.
Oh, you just jammed it in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's just jamming.
Roll that back.
Dirkus,
Not
did
jumping.
you,
Jams it
Just
in.
jamming it in.
Jamming, not jumping.
did you ready to push the sarcophagus lid?
Sure. Yeah.
You have your action on action. I mean, technically speaking, you just moved, so you do still have your action.
Yeah, I moved in and
I jumped ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll ready to open the sarcophagus when my friend shows up to help me.
Okay. You're about 10 feet away from the sarcophagus.
Okay.
Sarcophagus is just in the middle of the room.
So she goes over to the sarcophagus.
I
don't
couldn't
know.
make it to the middle of the room. I have 40 feet of movement.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could you dive through. You could get to the sarcophagus.
Okay. I'll attempt to open it on my own. I'm not afraid. Well, I am afraid.
I'm not the but they
I probably should. I should probably
all right.
be in there.
I feel
My
this
strength is
enormous,
strength.
overwhelming moment of dread.
She's actually got a higher athletics than you, Greg.
but I can.
Yeah, because if
I
it's
can
an
try.
athletics check,
I'm not
she's
gonna
got
penalize
a
you for that,
massive
but,
bonus on her athletics.
All right.
Sorry.
Make a strength save. Make a strength check.
Is it strength or
Straight
athletics, John?
strength or athletics?
I'm trying to find that here.
I am sorry.
Let's see.
Not meaning to be a
That's
pain.
for
No, I
that.
want to say it was athletics the last time, but I might be slipping back.
It probably
I may not be remembering
is.
that right.
Stop
'cause that's
trying to be a
generally
know-it-all,
what
kid.
He's a huge boy.
athletics does. No, I don't care about things that Spider Warrens. I already know
I
about
have a
them.
+7 to athletics.
Oh, come on, where are you?
But you're also bloody.
Yeah.
So if those tarantulas swarm you, you could have a
I have
bad
a
day.
+8 to athletics.
And you're one of our healers.
There is that.
I am not a healer. I am nothing but a meat shield.
There it is, finally. Yes, strength athletics.
Okay, here we go, athletics. Motherfucker!
Do you have anything that lets you re-roll?
I do, I have inspiration! I'm going to use my inspiration. I feel like maybe I need to try a little harder. Yes! That would be a 24 instead of a 10.
Okay,
better.
your impending sense of doom almost throws you off your game, but at the last moment you manage to catch good purchase and shove that
I
lid
really
off the
don't
sarcophagus.
like spiders.
Inside, you see a bundle of faded cloth holding a bunch of serpentine-looking bones and a funny, snaky-looking staff.
Oh.
I'll pick up the staff.
Oh, he's
waited for your buddy.
smiling over there.
Interesting. This is going to be very interesting.
I have two gods inside me now!
Will they move if we,
Am
if
I
we
gonna
offer?
have multiple personality disorder finding out that this campaign? I'm not sure
Question.
I like this.
Who's wearing the ring? You're wearing the ring. Okay. So-
Wearing or absorbing?
It's in me somewhere.
Using your free flourish, you grab hold of the staff. And as you do,
I don't know if sexy
Bunch of
global
perverts.
girlfriend will approve of this behavior.
as you do, green smoke billows out of the staff, coiling around you like a serpent. A sibilant voice whispers in your ear, "Let me help you. I promise to be good." And it's
Oh no! Oh no!
now there
This is the god, not the little girl. This is the god.
Right. I figured that was the situation. She was probably sacrificed to him.
Oh no!
there are rules for this.
Oh no!
They're like arguing
You can
inside her. Inside her.
You can attempt. You can of course still. You can attempt to resist the possession.
Little girl, what do you want to do?
Remember, Sarah, speak truth. Speak truth.
Throw something at you.
There's another day in our household, honey.
10 seconds. You gonna fight it or not?
What does the god in my head say?
God in your head doesn't have enough time to answer the question.
Darkers doesn't know any better, so I think no.
He's not going to resist.
She's
Okay.
not going to resist.
Dirk
She's like,
basically
what
says, "What?"
What's going on? It'll be
Okay.
like my accident. I don't know what happened until the mirror goes flying across my windshield.
Okay. Even for the old god, odd for the new.
Oh no. Even for the new guy.
Okay. In your head, you feel the two gods have a brief argument, and the and whatever this new serpent-like deity is that tried to get in gets driven out, and you see the smoke go back into the staff.
Okay, I think there's something up with this thing. Can I still pick it up?
You're holding it.
I'm still holding
Do
it.
you have
Yes.
the move to get back out?
You've taken.
Although he hasn't. We're kind of out of order now because he had
Yeah.
put the staff, but then we walked back to her. turn
Right,
'cause
yeah,
he
we had to walk
rushed her
that
off at
back, so we
return.
haven't done the javelin yet. So
Yeah.
technically the javelin has not yet been
Okay.
jammed back into the mouth yet. So
The mouth is not jammed open.
the mouth is not jammed open. And you used, let's say you've used 20 feet of your movement, and it's going to take you 15 to get out. Actually,
I'm
no.
not going
It's
to
going to take
try
you.
to get
It's going
out
to take you
without
10 to get out.
something in the mouth because I know it's going to snap back on me.
Okay.
Okay, that thing just put out some green smoke. Did anybody see that other than me?
I mean, Tavriel would have been.
It was
looking,
visible. It was visible.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm asking them.
Yes.
Okay, I'm scared, and I'm not coming out until somebody jams that thing open because I'm not getting snapped in half.
I thought I would have already put that in there.
We rolled back.
Unfortunately, I forgot to give her the rest of her turn, and she goes before you.
I put it in there.
Okay, so now he shoves the shaft into the hole.
Whoa.
All right,
How long have you been waiting to say that?
too long.
Javelin into the mouth.
A very crass episode.
Explicit. We are
have to
marked
put it
as
explicit.
explicit.
The following contains scenes that some might find objectionable. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Okay, so that is. Are you doing anything else? Like, I assume you're stepping away from the
Yes, I'm
entrance.
moving away.
Yeah. Okay. Then next in initiative order is Tavriel. What did you do?
Okay.
Are you coming in, or should I try to get out?
I say, do you want me to come in and take the staff or help you out? Otherwise, you can get out.
I'm really scared of that jaw.
Okay.
And something just tried to get inside me again.
Don't worry, it only hurts a little bit.
Do you want me to come in and take the staff?
Dirkers is just standing there like this,
All right.
with this dumbfounded look on her face that you've never seen.
Well,
We can't be holding whole conversations here.
All right.
We are in an
So
initiative.
I
she's
have
going to
already-
Just describing.
I know.
just to
Yep.
do this, could I have put the staff in there and then pulled her out?
No, I'm
No,
10
she's,
feet away.
she's 10 feet away from the
Oh, okay,
entrance.
so I'd have to
Far
go
away
inside.
drag, yeah.
Got it.
So I'm just going to say, get out of there as quick as you can, and I'm going to ready with a dart. If tarantulas come out and try to go after her, I'm going to throw a dart at them.
Okay, so you're ready for a dart to throw at the first tarantulas you see.
Yep.
Okay. And very well, because here come the tarantulas.
Oh,
Here
shit.
come the tarantulas. Here come the
Oh,
tarantulas.
shit.
That
Oh,
was one of the
shit. Oh,
areas
shit.
blocked by wherever he has the sphere sitting. I don't know what the configuration is of the holes.
They kind of come from all sides.
They're all around.
Yeah, they come from all the walls.
Well, this you're raging, right?
No.
No? Oh.
But the sphere does block a couple of them from getting to you this round.
I have no reason to rage.
Fair
I was
enough.
outside.
Valid.
So,
You're
first
tough.
swarm of spiders comes flying out of the wall.
Tonight is the night that John rolls all ones again.
At the speed of 20 feet. Yeah. So one of them gets to you and hits Ace and starts crawling over you and nibbling on you. Hits AC 13.
That misses.
They don't get through your scales. And then another swarm of insects comes over and joins the first. And criticals! Spiders are the criticals. It's the fourth time they've critical.
That may have spiked your sound.
Okay, it's okay. Luckily, this was one of these swarms that you've mostly decimated, so it doesn't do as much.
Mostly decimated.
Mostly decimated.
Mostly decimated.
Mostly decimated.
There's a difference between mostly decimated and
All
All
decimated.
decimated.
So you take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 piercing damage as they manage to get under your scales.
It's a low critical.
Yeah.
You critical here for 21.
And let's say 5. And a third one, yes, does manage to get within range of you. But that will be all that manages to get in range of you. They also start swarming all over you and hit AC 8.
Miss.
They can't get through yours. They also manage to scurry over the top of your scales. Chip, 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 chip.
By the way, one of those I threw.
Oh,
a dart
yes, you
at.
did. Go.
Ready,
Sorry. Yep.
trigger.
Go ahead and make your attack.
That is probably not going to hit. AC 11.
AC 11 does not do it.
All right,
Your
miss.
dart skitters along the floor.
Bummer.
Is it within range of me picking it up?
For some reason I thought they were.
kind of an asshole question.
That's kind of an asshole question, but that's okay.
Hey, girl's gotta help another girl out, man.
I'd say it's 10 feet away from you.
Okay.
Into the tomb. Or away from the door.
And the door's how far away from me?
10 feet away.
Disengage. GTFO.
35. Okay.
Whatever.
Just doing the math.
Is it your turn?
The other 3 swarms of spiders are currently not able to get to you because they're having to skirt around the flaming sphere.
Flaming sphere.
Okay. Gleep.
Are there any swarms on Durkris right now?
There are 3 swarms on Durkris right now.
Okay, I'll throw a dart. Cleep makes the little bull gun shape in his body and shoots out a dart.
Okay.
AC 14.
AC 14, you managed to squish a few spiders with it.
All right, that's
Roll it.
7 non-magical bludgeoning.
Okay. That manages to take out a swarm.
Yay! Awesome.
Extra attack.
Yeah, there's 2 more on her, you said?
There are 2 more currently on her, yes.
Okay. AC much higher for 5 non-magical bludgeoning.
5, not 50, 5. There we go. Yeah,
That is turn.
Okay. Fang.
All right, I'm gonna take my flaming sphere and can I hit a? Can I ram it into another pack of spiders, or are they all on her?
If it doesn't end within 5 feet of me, it doesn't hurt me, right?
You don't.
Well, slamming it into somebody will do damage.
Right, but if he
They're
slams it
gonna
into
slam
the
into her.
spiders, aren't they technically in the spaces adjacent to her? They're not sharing
No,
their space.
they are a
right?
swarm. They can end their space in her
On me.
space.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so you can't.
This was always kind of an interesting edge case, and I've actually read a couple of debates on it, and I forget how they actually went.
It's your choice there, Dan.
You got any other range attacks you can do?
It's okay. I can.
I mean, she's got the move to GTFO on her turn anyway, so.
Yeah, I won't have
yeah.
to do anything. I can disengage and
That's
run.
right. All the
Yeah.
spiders have gone already. So
Now, given the nature of the this particular adventure, I'm going to say that yes, if you slam it into her, she will take half the damage that you give to the spiders.
It's okay.
all right, I'll keep it where it is because it's still blocking some spiders from getting in. Correct.
Well,
You said some of the swarms were.
the swarms are having to skirt around it,
oh,
but
okay.
they'll be engaged. But they're starting to come out the far walls where the where the sphere is not. Give me
Durkris, you're the only one in.
give me a perception check with advantage. Since your field of vision is limited.
Wait, what? With advantage?
Because it's kind of an easy thing.
11.
Yeah, okay. No, it's not good enough. All right.
All right. Oh wait. Yeah, it was the same.
Okay, so the swarms that you blocked are now starting to come out a different section of the wall because they had to move around.
All right. Well, can I send the sphere into where they're coming out and basically ram into them?
What's the range on? How far can you move it?
30 feet.
Yes, you can.
Well, we'll do that.
Okay, you move the sphere over and to intercept those guys. Okay.
And yeah, I'll end my turn.
Okay.
Boo.
Okay, Durkris, try to survive.
I'm gonna disengage from the spiders on me by shaking them off.
Okay.
I'm gonna run the 10 feet to the dart.
Okay.
Sure.
or as many darts as I can pick up in that 10 feet, and go back to the door and dash through.
It's a free flourish, so you only get one dart. But you can dash back through the door, and you're
Dashing through the door.
and the scene pans following your character as it makes its dash, as your character's stunt double makes its daring dive through the tunnel, through the mouth, and just as
The mohawk falls off as it's going through.
just as the spear or the javelin buckles and snaps as the jaws close behind you.
Lucky.
Hey,
Cool.
What do you got? What do you got there?
I do not know what this thing is, but
So
she
that's
holds it out and
end of combat.
shakily drops
Caster?
that staff on the
One
ground.
of the casters.
I don't like
Yeah.
it.
Does it look like a magic
let me see
staff?
that.
It's not like a bow staff or.
No, it does. It looks like a magic staff.
Let me see that.
I dropped it on the
But the
floor.
He asked you what happened when the green smoke came out and went back in.
It talked to me, and then I think the girl in my head had an argument with it. It tried to take over. I think it's another one of them. Thurkers points at the sky. Well, the ceiling.
The ceiling of the tomb.
Of the tomb in the direction of the sky.
So, Fang, did you pick up the staff?
I haven't had a chance yet.
Are we still in initiative? Yeah.
The staff. We are out of initiative now.
Okay.
The staff look like this.
It looks
John
like
is
a
showing us
1P kind
a
of
cool
thing.
picture of the staff.
Kind of like a.
Cool.
You said it was snake
Beyond
like, or
Yeah, it has like a
snake on it. Or?
Yeah, it has kind of like a snake head. I don't know if you can.
Ish.
I
Yeah.
can see
Cool.
that.
Well, that definitely fits my characters.
Go for it, dude.
Pick it
Alright.
up. See what happens.
I pick up the staff.
As you pick up the staff, once again, the green smoke starts to emanate from the various. Stop that. From the staff, and it starts to envelop you. And you hear in your head the sibilant voice of, "Will you deny me? I only wish to help."
Help? All right. What the hell?
So you do not resist.
I do not.
Oh boy.
John's going to his
You have
folder.
made a wise decision.
He's a goblin. He's not gonna.
Welcome.
Yeah.
kind- they're kind- they're kind of- they're kind of brash
Gung
and-
ho. Yeah. Doesn't make funny sounds like that.
Pass this down to him if you please.
Whatever John passed me, Chris wiped on his butt.
Seems about right.
It's dread.
Because he's
Par for the course. 'Cause he's a child.
Super mature.
super mature. Yes, that was the word I was looking for. It was right in the middle of my brain, just stuck in the middle with you.
Brian is reading his handout.
Did you hear the
intently.
voice?
Oh, am I supposed to read these out loud?
No.
No.
That's
You
for
don't
you
have
and
to.
your
Totally for you.
reference. But totally up to you how
Totally
much
up
you
to
want
you.
to say.
Yeah, if you want to tell us out of character, like what it is that you're doing, then cool. But otherwise, meta, we
I
won't
chose
know
not to
unless
tell
share.
you.
Yeah, Sarah was a jerk. She just held all this information. Didn't want to tell us
I mean,
anything.
all the
I
party
pulled a
knows
Chris.
is that suddenly she's gone from wanting to do everything to being really concerned about doing anything.
That's true.
That's interesting.
That's interesting.
I don't think I've
That's a
ever
great
seen this
quote,
before.
right?
I won't read the
Do
power
you mean
because
that
I'll
like
surprise
Greg
you guys
means
with
it when he
Yeah,
says
sure,
it?
sure.
But it says the effect ends if you attack, cast a spell, force a saving throw, or deal damage.
Yeah.
Force
In other words, if you
saving
take
throw.
if you take an action that tries to affect something else,
Yeah, if somebody has to
someone
make a saving throw, then
Based on what
that's
you're doing.
forcing a saving throw.
Okay.
like you push somebody and they have to make a dex saving throw
Oh,
or
so
something
it's
like
just
that.
covering. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you.
Or if you cast a spell on someone, then they make a saving throw, you're forcing them to make a saving throw.
Well, cast a spell is one of the things. So.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Oh,
I was wondering what makes that different from.
Gotcha. Yeah, like John said, you could shove somebody, or do certain
Yeah.
things that would cause a saving throw. Okay.
All right, so the party catches their breath
Where's that map, Kate?
outside the now relit and open skull in the wall.
I mean, we're off of the square junction, but I wasn't clear from how we described it on Zoom last adventure, like where we are. We could sketch
can you
that
give us a
again. That would
recap
be
then?
helpful.
Okay, where are
We're
you?
not supposed
yeah.
to be able to do that, man.
Well, he had you do it 2 adventures ago. That's the only reason I brought
Yeah,
it up.
in the,
One sec before we move on. Am I adding this to my inventory?
if you want to keep it, yeah, add it to your inventory. Oh, I haven't told you what that is.
Yeah.
What the staff actually is. The staff.
Is that the step?
Well, it's a mystery staff until you identify it. Actually, they
Okay.
take the time to identify
Alright,
it.
so
Cast identify.
Do you have
do I
identity?
have identify? Maybe.
Did you prepare it?
I have some.
I don't cast anything.
I don't cast anything either.
I don't have casting ability.
I cast
I am
dispersions.
just a meat shield.
I do not. So
God
Kind of
actually-
refreshing.
You could ask the voice in your head, because that's how she learned what the ring was.
I don't think I
Really?
have that as a
I thought no, you
Yeah.
took a short rest afterwards and spent an hour to
Yeah,
identify
but
it.
she also asked the god, and the god said, "Oh, that's my ring of protection."
I don't remember that at all.
alright, well, I'll hold on to it anyways.
Okay.
Just remember that I have it because, get this thing. Mystery staff.
Did John give you that one before? Or was that just tonight?
He just gave it to me today.
Yeah.
Because we
sent
haven't
it in
been in
chat.
person since
Oh, that's right. Durr.
since you was
Durr,
possessed.
Chris. See how I did that?
Sure. Anyway, to answer your question, it's easy enough to know that you are currently off that main section. You are currently down the eastern corridor.
Okay. Which the original thing we came in was on the west?
But yeah, you originally came in on the west, and there are 2 corridors on the northern part that the one to the northwest you have explored.
Okay, to statue and fountain.
Although some folks do
So
go
that
both
that
ways.
second, the northwest one went to the statue and the fountain. There's another one on the northeast corner, and then this is just off the middle of the eastern face where we came from now.
You're currently off the middle of the eastern face, yeah.
Okay,
And
so
yeah.
I only know the name of the tomb because Chris titled the episode after it.
It's true. I did look in the book.
Spoiler alert.
So, and then is there anything on the southern face, John?
Just a wall.
Just a wall.
Another skull in the wall.
And where do stairs go down?
The stairs are descend from the northwestern corner.
Northwestern. Okay, so kind of the same corner where we went down the
Yeah,
hallway.
they descend from the northwestern corner down to the west, or down into the east. Sorry.
Okay, so. All right, so we got one hallway left.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to the northeastern corridor and see what we find.
Okay. You cautiously march your way out of the eastern corridor and head to the north one.
Who said cautiously?
Fine, you brazenly march out of the corridor and head to the northern corridor. This one is
complaining about being bloody earlier.
this one is a narrower corridor, only 5 feet wide. However, before you step into it, Gleep and Tavriel notice that the floor of the entire corridor is one big pressure plate. And 20 feet down the corridor, which all of you can see, is a large metal fan taking up the entire corridor.
Wow.
Does it appear can we see past it? Is there anything past the fan?
It's dark past it.
Oh.
I have dark vision.
The fan is currently not turning.
Do you think that fan sucks or blows?
Mine thinking
both.
that it might blow or suck. I
So
mean,
20 feet down there's a fan?
whether it sucks or
Correct.
blows, I'm thinking it's going to
Is
suck
there
for us.
enough space that someone
Yeah,
could
you're
get
probably right.
through, like between the blades, or is it?
It looks like somebody could could get between the blades. Yes.
I believe we get to the blades easily.
And you can run down the wall and squeeze through if you want to take the risk. Tavriel could run down the wall, but getting through would be a little more... Chris is like, I want to die.
I wouldn't mind playing a new character. Don't want to be deliberately reckless, though.
Leaf's going to step on the pressure plate and run towards the fan.
Or slid toward the
All right,
fan.
so basically, the way the hallway's set up is it's pressure plate to the fan, but there is a place you can go beyond the fan.
It's dark beyond the fan.
We
You
don't
can't
know what's
see.
beyond the fan.
Right,
Yeah.
but there's no wall that we can... Well, I guess if it's
That
dark,
we
you
can
don't...
It's not a wall behind the fan.
Gotcha.
That we
Gotcha,
can
gotcha.
see.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if we could get light down there somehow. Like
How far down is the fan?
dancing
20 feet.
lights.
Okay, so with dark vision going 60 feet.
Yep.
30 feet.
Let me calculate this here.
Sure, sure, sure.
Yeah.
Sure, sure.
Thank you.
We have dark vision.
I got dark vision. Okay.
Thank you for thinking of that.
I already said it. Don't thank him.
Thank you for thinking of that.
Jesus.
Don't thank her. Thank me, I'm your husband.
I know where you sleep at night.
The fan does obscure your
I have a
vision,
key to your house.
but you do see that there is a bit of a corridor beyond it and a room beyond, but you can't see the features of the room beyond from where you are.
Okay, so, but there's nothing else in this hallway. It's just pressure plate, fan, and then something beyond.
That you can see.
There you can see. Okay.
Like I said, there's sufficient space between the fan blades for somebody to get through.
Oh, I don't have to leap through. I can just.
You don't have to gleep through.
Oh, okay.
And,
So
and a person can go
can he
through
bring his
between
stuff
the blades.
then too?
Well, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I may not have
Yeah.
explained that properly.
Okay,
but yes,
that's
a
fine.
person
Seemed like it was
can get
smaller.
between the
Generally,
blades.
fan blades are not like together.
Okay. So with all the bleep stuff, he goes down and through the fan
Okay.
blade.
Say, Gleep, do you
Okay.
think that I could fit through too?
Well, John just said anybody can fit through.
Anybody could fit through.
Anybody can fit between the blades. Yes.
Okay.
Hey,
Not-
John, can anybody
long as you
fit
can
through
get
the
there.
blades?
Not
Anybody could fit between the blades.
Alone. Tavriel runs down the wall
Anybody?
and slips through the blades.
Anybody. Okay.
What if I transform into a giant snake?
Okay. So double dragon here. Both sprint down the walls towards the fan blade, jump through, and you find yourself in a little 10-foot corridor that opens up at the end into a pit. Beyond the pit, you see 3 treasure chests, and at the bottom of the pit, you see a sarcophagus.
You said there was 10 feet
About 10 feet between the blade and the
and the pit.
Okay.
and the entrance to the room, which is
Okay.
covered by
So-
a pit.
How deep is the pit?
Let's be about 20 feet.
Okay, 20 feet, and there's
Okay.
you said there's a
Sarcophagus at the
in
bottom?
the pit.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, and some treasure chests. Where were the treasure chests?
Treasure chests are on they're on 3 sides. There's a 10-foot balcony on either side of the pit.
Okay.
Okay.
But the pit is 15 feet wide, so you're standing at the edge of the pit.
Okay.
And at the far side are 3 treasure chests.
They're sitting on the balcony.
Actually, let me give you the actual description since you can actually see it.
Okay, cool.
The official description. A deep pit opens up at the entrance of this tomb with a stone sarcophagus resting at the bottom. A snarling, monkey-like creature decorates the sarcophagus lid. Beyond the pit, 3 treasure chests sit on stone daises. The chest on the left is carved of black onyx. The middle chest is made of rusty iron, and the chest on the right is cast of silver glistening with frost.
Ooh. Those all sound very cool.
Choose your
does
own
Gleep
adventure.
want traps and treasure, or do we just want to get the sarcophagus open and get out?
Is there? I'm going to try to investigate close to the fan on the side that Tavriel and I are on. I want to try to investigate it to see if there's a way to stop the mechanism. Like if somebody steps in the pressure plate,
Jam it.
If we can stop it from working, so the fan doesn't
Break
turn.
it.
Give me an investigation roll.
I will help you.
Are you allowing advantage on that if we combine forces?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, we're tag teaming it, so.
Investigation.
Nice.
20.
20.
Natural.
Natural. Okay. You don't see anything to jam up the mechanism per se, but you think that it might be able to find some way to just hold the blades from turning.
Okay, gotcha. Holding the blades. That seems like a bad idea. But I know what you're saying. I'm going to take like a torch out of my pack or something, and kind of just like hold the torch on the blade to stop it from moving. Do you have anything, Kate? that
I
you
mean,
can-
I have torches. I have all my standard equipment. So yeah, I can do the same thing and try to like keep it from moving. You're trying to hold it, but with some distance, so it doesn't hurt us if we're not strong enough.
No.
right?
I mean,
Is that-
John said that we can basically hold on to the blade and stop it. But
Right.
in Chris's brain, it's like you're not going to put your hand on a blade and try to hold it from moving.
Well,
So
there's
he-
a
so he's
dull
using
side
the
of the blade.
Right, but it doesn't
Yeah.
spin in that direction.
Right.
Right. So I'm just thinking, just
Well, that or we
put one of
could
my torches in there to stop him.
tie rope around the center. I don't know if that would work.
Just stick your torch in the fan.
Yeah, I'll stick the torch in there.
All right, we stick torches in the fan.
So you
say-
stick torches in the
and signal for them.
Say,
to stand
somebody take a test
What if
step
the
on that
wood
plate.
is not strong enough? Do you have anything metal?
I mean, Tavriel could use her yukwa, but if she breaks it, that's her weapon.
down. Wait, better idea. Gleep has a grappling hook.
Gleep has a grappling hook.
Puts the grappling hook on it to hold it.
Okay. And are you holding on to the grappling hook?
Correct.
Okay.
Ironically, he's probably the most survivable out of all of us. He can just form himself around it.
I'll just become a spiral really quickly.
He'll be dizzy for an hour.
I'll come up the works.
So you hook the grappling hook onto one of the blades.
One of the blades, yeah.
And hold on tight. Are you helping him?
Yes.
Okay. And what are we doing?
You
What
want
are the
to
rest of you
test,
doing?
activate it, and see if you can walk down without this thing.
Do we want to put something like in front of the hallway and step on the plate and run away?
That might be,
Sure.
just in case the fan would try to blow you down the abyss. That's not a bad plan.
I feel like it's going to suck us in and shred us.
Which means on our side it's going to blow us back.
Well, at least you know where you're going to land.
That's true.
And you're not going to get shredded.
What's your strength, Cleve?
16.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're actually
Pretty
all right,
strong,
good.
amorphous
You're
blob.
making our rolls.
Yeah, I have high dex and strength because I want it to be able to grapple.
That's right.
So,
Odd idea.
all right. So what are you guys doing outside?
I'm the one with the most hit points, but I have a very bad feeling about this.
Wait.
Man, I can't believe how much
I think I got
the
this one.
character's gotten.
Could somebody
I think I got this one.
Okay.
drag the body of that other thing back?
I do this weird thing with my hands, and a giant constrictor snake appears on the pressure plate.
On the pressure plate. How big's the... Okay, it's
Oh
a
wait,
giant
that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, it's a giant-sized creature. It's only 5 foot wide.
Yeah, it's gonna get like stuck probably.
It's squeezed.
It's something smaller?
I can do
Like
the
a
saber-toothed
medium?
tiger.
Saber-tooth tiger.
It's also a large creature, right?
Form of saber-tooth tiger.
The snake is gigantic. Hold on, let's.
Is this
You
wild
gotta
shape?
have medium-
No, it's a
He's summoning a creature.
conjure,
summon-
conjure animals.
Oh,
Conjure. Oh, can you summon
Let's
that?
see what I have in
A
my
horse.
giant toad. It's still large. Wow, any medium beast, I guess. I
Yeah.
didn't.
A boar.
Yeah.
A wolf. Okay. Wolf would
Wolf.
be nice to have. If it's
So you-
a wolf.
I summon a wolf onto the pressure plate.
Okay.
We
Whereabouts?
could have
Just right on the
bacon for
edge, out in the
breakfast.
middle?
In the middle of it.
Right in the middle. Okay. So you do some of that voodoo that you do so well, and a boar, a spiritual boar, materializes in the middle of the pressure plate. Wait, do spiritual things have weight?
Boar or wolf?
It doesn't
It doesn't
matter.
matter.
Is
Okay.
it spiritual or is it physical?
Conjure, I think, is physical. It's not a.
You summon fey spirits that take the form of beasts and appear in
Yes.
unoccupied space.
Spirits, I would think.
If it has the full stats, then it probably has a weight.
Each beast is also considered fey, and it disappears when it drops.
It's got a
Sounds
weight.
like it's a beast.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a weight. It's got weight. All right. All right. Then the spirits coalesce. A boar appears, falls
This is so boring.
and steps down onto a plate.
And it goes.
And from the direction of from the fan, you guys start to feel a tug. Make me a strength athletics check, since she's helping you with advantage.
Strength athletics with advantage.
They're about to get
Come on,
blown.
Gleep.
Hopefully in a good way.
23.
Okay. It manages to give a good tug, but the two of you together do indeed manage to hold on to the blades. But it's still giving pressure, so you can't let go of you.
Okay.
Okay. Stop down, quick.
Hope you guys don't mind rope burn. We run.
You guys run?
You guys run?
As fast as I can run. Chainmail.
My little dragon butt is dragon ass.
The both of you. Okay, then all three of you do manage to get down and jump through the fan blades. And,
Come on, little friend.
unfortunately, you're kind of crowded for space there. Who jumps through first?
You guys can
I
go
guess
first.
I would have been up front. So
Yeah.
The squishy
been
one
me.
first.
Make,
Go,
a,
go, go, go.
make a dexterity save.
You're small, right? And you're small? You're both small?
yes, I'm small.
Yeah, they're both small.
small.
Then-
Dexterity.
Okay,
You're
then
small.
then you can
Dexterity.
go squeeze
Yeah.
into a
I
space.
am
Okay.
not small.
Alright.
Let's go.
You're not
Let him go first. because
You're not
the first
fighting,
word
but
about
you're
the
not fighting in
friends.
that condition. But you
Yeah.
are all very tightly squeezed between the blades and the pit.
Okay, so we're there.
So
We're through.
You're both through. You're both through.
Okay.
You're all through.
Okay.
We're all through. Okay, good.
All right.
What do you do?
Dirkus is holding the board.
Once
Breakfast.
everybody's through,
Okay.
I try to
not how that
see if I
works.
can take the grappling hook off.
Does it stop once we're all off the pressure plate?
I hope we're on the right side
does
of
the
this.
trap
thing.
reset itself after a certain amount of time? I'd say I'd have us hold it for like a minute and see if it just stops trying to tug on us.
Okay, we'll hold it for a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah.
Well, that is a good question. I mean, is the boar still standing on the pressure plate?
I picked up the boar as we went by.
Did you say that?
I believe I said that.
A lot of people were talking, I think.
I said I pick up our little friend on the way
That's
by.
right.
Okay.
She was doing say
She's not
nothing.
I missed
choosing.
that then. Yeah.
Yes.
Too many people.
And I
talking.
said I'm holding the boar on over my head. I got breakfast.
No, that was not say nothing. It was say
Say anything.
Okay, then yes, as all the weight gets off
Hey,
the
I'm
pressure
not
plate.
I'm not gonna let the free bacon go
pressure on the
away.
fan stops.
Okay.
Okay.
From the fan stops.
It disappears when you kill it.
Okay. So
Darkris doesn't know that.
As
I'd
you do that,
say
suddenly the fan spins up again and it ejects you all in the pit.
slow fall down
So we
there.
have, we have four
Darkris
choices now.
doesn't know anything
Yeah.
about fey creatures, buddy.
We have 3 chests and a sarcophagus.
I'd vote sarcophagus first. That's the important thing.
Okay.
Dirkris will throw the pig at one of the chests and make sure it's not a mimic.
Just start hitting them with the oar.
Okay, well, you gotta find a way to get down a 20-foot.
I jump off and slow fall and stop 45 points of damage.
Well, the cheating monks can do that, sure.
Yes, well, hold on then. Cleep is going to jump off, turn into a
How
parachute.
can we nerf a dungeon? Let's all be monks.
Cleep is going to turn into a parachute.
I'm not a monk.
And he's going to drift down.
I'm not a monk either.
I mean, we can inspect or we can
Yeah,
do
you slow
ropes and
fall
get
as parachute.
you guys down
Yay.
or whatever you want to do.
Now you can kill
That was very cool.
Now you can kill.
That was everything off your checklist.
That was everything off my checklist,
off your
yes.
checklist,
I wanted to do a
okay.
parachute. I got it done.
I don't know what it would like
Okay,
to
so
see you
the
get
two
spun
monks.
up in a
Okay.
fan.
Okay, so the two monks are now at the bottom of the pit, looking at this very fancy sarcophagus
I mean,
with some sort of weird stylized image of this monkey-like thing.
seems appropriate for monks. Do we want to see if we
right.
can open it?
Yeah.
I'll help you.
All right.
Dirkris is hanging off the edge like, help.
We try to push it open.
No matter how much you push or shove, you're not moving that lid.
Oh.
Okay. Let's.
Excuse me, do you need me?
Do we see like a lock? Do we see like
Not around the lid, no. Not down there. Down there, you just see a sarcophagus.
Maybe it has something to do with the chests up top.
I mean,
Probably.
we could. I mean,
So you're still up top with us, right?
He said
I
there was,
just say
there was
is that a balcony that wraps
Well, I mean,
around,
they're
or are
only
they
like
on
20 feet
platforms
Yes.
across the pit? Because we can.
There are no platforms across the pit. It is a 15-foot long, 15-foot wide pit, of which you
Okay.
are standing on the southern edge of. There is a balcony around the outside, 10 feet wide, 15 feet wide at the far side.
Okay, so
we could just walk around it.
They can
No,
walk.
because there's no direct connection between the ledge you are on and the.
Okay.
I mean,
and the,
Gleep and I
ledge
can
around
get up onto that balcony with our monk cheese. And
You could probably jump it.
But we only have 10 feet. Right?
How long do you need for a running long jump? I don't even know how the rules work.
You need 10 feet.
Running long jump rules say you need X amount of feet to jump X amount based on your strength or athletics.
Yeah.
You need 10 feet.
My brain is thinking we don't have enough room to make that jump.
Well, it's worth checking.
I
Dark
mean,
Horse might, based on
your monk friends
Maybe.
can get up on the balcony and toss ropes or something if you want.
Nobody ever remembers jumping because nobody ever actually uses jumping.
Right.
It's true. It's rare.
like ever.
When you make a
Horrible
long
mechanic.
jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength core if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump.
Okay. Up
When
to
you
your
make a
strength
standing
core.
long jump, you leap only half that distance. Okay, number of feet up to your strength score. Yes.
So your base. So mine is 18, so I can move up to 18 feet if I have 10 feet of running.
Correct. You
Yeah.
can jump
Yeah.
18 feet.
So
And it's
you-
a 15-foot.
Yep.
So I could jump that.
So you can jump that.
Okay. What's your strength?
16.
So you can do the same
Well,
thing.
plus 3.
Yeah, you can do the same thing.
Well, you don't get the plus 3.
It's just
from
your strength
bonus.
score.
It's
for
just
something
Strength
like
score.
Yeah.
I will jump that.
Okay, no problem. Let's see. The rule assumes that the higher you jump doesn't matter.
I'm thinking I'm the person with the most hit points right now still.
Sure, sure.
And
If something's going to attack,
yeah,
possibly, I don't think any of you want to be the thing getting attacked.
Tavriel can
jump is-
potentially
yeah.
help, but she can get up there in a heartbeat if she has to.
Despite being squeezed, thanks to you being a small creature, you are able to get up to speed and make the jump.
Okay. You said there's an onyx, something that looks like ice.
Onyx, silver, and iron.
Silver.
You
And
see,
rusty
Yeah.
looking one.
I say, little friend, do you want me to come up so we can inspect those?
so, yeah, the chest on the left is black onyx. The middle chest is rusty iron, and the chest on the right is silver and glistening with frost.
And the sarcophagus looks like what?
It has kind of a style. Let's see, a snarling monkey-like creature decorates the sarcophagus lid.
But we don't have a description of what the sarcophagus itself looks like, with stone or.
It's a stone sarcophagus with a stylized monkey
Okay.
carved into the top.
I'm gonna go for the black onyx.
Okay, what are you going to do with the black onyx chest?
I'm going to attempt to open it.
Okay, you have no trouble opening it. As you do, you hear a soft click on the inside.
Oh no!
Looking inside the chest, you do not see anything. It is empty, except for the inside of the lid. On the inside of the lid, you see a keyhole with a key in it.
Oh.
Okay. Can I investigate this key hole with the key in it?
You may investigate. the
Cough,
hole.
cough, check for traps. Cough, cough. I mean, you got Mayak there too. If you want help.
Mayak made the jump.
Do you want to help me investigate this?
Yes, I'll help you.
Can I do that with advantage, with help?
Sure.
I don't like to cheese that, but I'm not very good at the investigation. 16.
Okay. You notice that the key seems to be very firmly clamped in the keyhole by pins on the inside.
Interesting.
Like it's stuck.
So the key is stuck in the keyhole.
Am I able to turn it at all?
You cannot turn it.
Does it come out?
It does not come out.
Okay. I'm going to move to the silvery, frosty one next and open that one.
It chills your hands a little bit, but you find pretty much the same thing. An empty chest with a keyhole in the lid, in the inside of the lid, with a key stuck in it.
Oh wait, hang on. You're describing this, and she says, I remember we wrote down the inscription, the keys turn on the inside only.
She already tried to turn it.
I'm wondering if we need to have all 3 people at all 3 chests, turning all 3 keys.
At the same time.
Or maybe you have to stand in the chest and turn it.
Oh, like maybe
I feel like,
you
yeah,
have to
I
be
feel like-
inside
Yeah.
the chest.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to investigate the middle
What could
one,
go
the
wrong?
last
All right,
one.
Tabriel runs up onto the balcony, so there's a third person.
Okay, your investigation reveals the same with the rusty chest.
And it
Okay.
still does not move.
Then it does,
Okay.
and the golden key does not move.
Oh, it's
So
a
I
golden
say, do all 3 of us want to try to turn them at the same time?
We stand
And then
in a
if
box.
need be, if need be, we could each get in the chest and close the lid and try it that way. But first, I'd like to try it without being in the box and see what happens.
What's in the box?
The keys in the box.
Okay, well, I guess I will take the black one because I like that one the most.
I'll take the iron one.
I'm getting frosted out.
If you want the iron one, I'll take
No, that's
silver.
fine. I'll take the cold one.
All right,
Okay.
1, 2, 3, turn.
Click.
You can't turn it.
Okay, I
Okay.
guess
All right,
I'm getting in.
So I step in.
Step in.
Okay.
Oh no.
I step in and I close it down on top of me.
Same.
Yes.
Okay. The 3 of you, as you close the lids, you hear a click come from the inside of the keyway.
Okay.
All right. I don't know if they
One,
can hear me, but the 1, 2, 3, click.
As each of you turns the key, you hear a thunk come from the box itself.
Oh boy.
Are you still down by the sarcophagus?
Yeah.
You, on the sarcophagus, suddenly see 3 buttons appear on the lid. They just materialize on the lid of the coffin, or the sarcophagus. You see an onyx button,
Oh no.
a rusty iron button, and a silver button.
Oh no. I guess
this is
you
Glebe
choose your own adventure.
is going to form a pseudopod with 3 appendages.
Nice.
Press them all.
Press all 3. Okay. A lot of things happen simultaneously.
Oh god. Oh my god. Did I just kill our party? Everybody but the 2 of you is dead.
Who's in the onyx box?
That would be me.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh
She's got to take her hands off her face first. Before she can do that.
I'm probably going to be frozen in my box.
no. Well, at least it's my second test saving throw.
Frozen in
Are
your
you
box.
within
Ouch.
10 feet of me?
I'm in a box.
Is
and
the
10
silver
feet
one?
of you.
Is the silver one in the middle, or is it on one? No.
John, does Mayok's aura protection work?
I mean, it's only 15 feet,
think I'm
right? So they're
screwed.
right next to each other.
You are too far away.
Oh.
I think I'm screwed. I just rolled a 6. So that would be a 13. That's a lot of tests.
Oh no.
Oh. Like you said, you got the most hit points.
That's a lot of D10s.
Relax, you're too many 10s. Oh, wait. It's not,
That's 2 10s.
it's not how the joke works.
Well, he's not doing any death rolls yet, so maybe that's okay. Maybe.
I mean, you have some healing, right? Because 2 of the 3 healers are now in the box.
What was it you said about not having a backup character?
And there's potions on
What was that you
everybody.
said about
Everybody's
giving you
got
the middle
healing
finger?
potions. If we're quick.
Okay.
The Mayak in the box.
You can
The,
heal me, which is right.
You feel a massive force press down on you.
Oh no.
But and it pops a couple of ribs. And it just not feeling so good, and you take 56 force damage.
I'm bloody.
I don't even
What
want.
happened in there? That sounds bad.
Oh no.
You hear
Who's in the rusty iron box?
It would be me.
Okay.
Oops.
You don't feel anything.
Oh.
Okay.
You feel a kind of a buzzing around you, something kind of shifts in your backpack. But since that's right, you have dark vision too.
I do.
Okay. And feeling around, you notice that every single item you have that has any metal in it is reduced to a pile of rust.
Oh, no.
You are damn lucky you didn't pick that chest.
Oh, no. Bye-bye,
Been
Yikwa.
rusty iron.
Bye-bye,
What's that you were
Tarts.
talking about? We're not wanting to lose your weapon.
At least I saved it.
Well, what terrible
She's a monk.
fate
If
do
there's
I
anyone who
have?
can get by
Maya.
without the weapons.
Maya must make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm hoping I can.
Don't
do
forget to
this.
buff yourself, bro.
Okay, here we go.
I knew I shouldn't have rolled that dice. I'm so sorry.
Well, it's
They're
12.
storytelling dice tonight.
Yeah,
You're gonna be cold. You're gonna be a frosty bro.
you're gonna
Frosty
You're
bro.
frozen to death.
pretty chilly. A wave of cold
You're tanky, though, man.
sweeps over you, and I need
Yeah,
5
but
more d8s.
aren't you
I
bloody?
need some d8s from people.
He is, but he's
Yeah.
tanky.
Yeah.
That's why I'm healing. Medic.
I can't see him.
Give him one.
If we can get out after, that's the question.
I thought I had more d8s than that.
All right,
I guess
I'm
I just don't
preparing.
I
use
feel like
d8s
this is
that
a
often.
gauntlet, and then the gauntlet lets
Okay,
go.
so-
We see where the
Oh,
cards
no.
fall.
So, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
At least they're D8s.
They're not D10s, man. Like mine.
Hopefully he rolled a lot of ones.
I don't see a lot of ones in there.
That's a lot of eights, though,
It's pretty good
here.
damage, though. There's a lot of sixes and
You
sevens.
take 41 cold damage.
I'm still alive. But I'm in really bad.
I was hoping you were going to take the Onyx chest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Splash.
You see him squeeze out the sides of the chest.
Was there an inch of space?
So did the sarcophagus do anything, though?
After that happens, you once again hear a thunk come from each of your chests.
Okay, I push the lid.
You were able to get it open.
You can open
but
the... Oh.
we're not done with things that have happened yet.
Oh.
At the same time, the stone sarcophagus turns to a transparent crystal, revealing a mummified, monkey-like creature within. Clutched in its desiccated claws is a fearsome mace.
Are you able to open it now?
I can open it.
You still cannot push it open, but it feels brittle.
It's brittle. Okay. I'll see if I can break it.
Let's go into initiative.
Have we had the time while he was figuring this out to start opening our...
Yes, you're
so
open.
we've been able to open our chest if we're alive. Which we are. Barely. Okay,
I
initiative.
push open my chest and go, Mommy!
Alright.
I got-
Who wants to roll good?
You get that.
Oh. Oh, I have advantage on initiative. I need to remind myself of that.
Okay. Cool.
Go ahead, Glee. What's your
17.
Durgris?
19.
Matt.
3.
And Tavriel.
24.
To set the scene, now that we're all under initiative, let's see, Durkris, Tavriel, and Mayak have just climbed out of their respective, what could have been their tombs, and Gleep is down at the bottom of the pit with a crystalline sarcophagus, which I'll give you a little bit better description in a second. And Fang is still standing in the hallway that exits the room
With my magical boar.
with your magical boar.
And do we just have initiative because we want to do things in a
Damn it,
certain
should've
order?
brought the boar in the
Or is
chest
there
with
like
me.
a combat thing? Because I'm wondering if I should put combat
taking
music
some of
on
the
or not.
The answer to that question is yes,
Yes, okay.
but not yet.
But not yet, okay.
I'm probably covered with icicles.
Is it A or B? Yes. Okay.
Since I'm frozen.
You're frozen. when your heart's
I'm
not
so cold.
Okay.
So just to recap the description of what you were seeing down there.
Okay.
The stone sarcophagus has turned to transparent crystal, revealing a mummified mummy-like creature within. Clutched in its desiccated claws is a fearsome-looking mace. So,
Was it a mummified monkey creature or just a mummified?
it's a mummified monkey-like creature.
Okay, gotcha.
A monkified mummy creature.
So, Mayok, you're still standing up at the top. Do you want to do anything in particular in this situation?
I am going to perhaps heal myself some because I think I need to.
Yeah, are there any obvious
Do you still have lay on hands,
attackers
Barry?
at this point?
Any
I
obvious
think I
one?
do, yes.
Attackers?
Oh, no, I don't.
Not that
Use it
you
all.
can see around you.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 0 there.
What's
I
your
must
roll for
have
initiative?
3.
Oh.
Oh, wait a second.
I was
In
like,
that
wait a
case,
second.
why did this thing not sort things correct? Oh, because I haven't actually started things. I have to press the start button.
I'm like,
to
I didn't
start
think it was
the
my turn.
countdown.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do.
Think about your turn, Greg.
Okay.
Sorry.
Think about your turn for a while.
A lot.
Tabriel, what do you want to do? You're still standing up on in the ledge.
Are there any obvious threats or attackers yet in the room?
Not that you can see.
Okay, but I see there's crystal sarcophagus down on the bottom.
Yep.
Okay.
With this weird mummified monkey thing inside it with a
Okay.
nasty looking mace.
I'm going to slow fall down there. Normal movement.
Okay.
I'm going to kick it.
Roll to hit.
She's like, I don't have any weapons, so
Kick it one time.
Kick it, beat of fury.
Because she's got to fight.
Okay. Which dice actually want to be good? I guess we'll stick with this one. And this is
She's having so much fun with Grammy and BB tonight. I love it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go through your inventory later.
Statue.
Anything with any metal in it is gone.
let's see here. AC 19 to hit.
AC 19. You'll kick out a sarcophagus. Roll to hit. Roll damage.
It'll be 10 magical foot. I'm off mic. 10 magical foot. I kicked it.
Kicked it one time.
Magical
boy.
All right, with a powerful blow from your powerful thighs through your powerful foot, you manage to shatter the sarcophagus.
Oh.
Okay.
There's a butt there.
Chris, do you have an aversion to feet?
Well, she just used it to
Did a
shatter
weird
the
face.
sarcophagus, yes.
Okay.
Never mind.
Powerful thighs.
I thought that was funny.
Let's see.
I was waiting for the
it back
butt.
there.
It sounded like there's a butt in there.
Okay.
You're a butt.
There's a butt everywhere.
But as we are still in initiative, are we still under initiative? Are you? Is that the end?
Let's see. Are there no other obvious threats? Like, can I tell? Like, does the mummified thing look like it's breathing?
It's a mummy.
The
It doesn't breathe.
corpse. Does it look like it's moving?
It's a corpse.
It's a mummy.
You've only just shattered the You've only just shattered the sarcophagus, and we're still under initiative,
Okay.
so nothing's happening with the
It's
mummy.
holding the mace.
It is holding a mace.
Okay. Free flourish. She's gonna try to grab the mace.
John is contemplating.
And then Tavriel died.
A hush falls over the crowd.
As we
Then
wait.
Tavriel became a monkey god.
She became a mummy.
I'm on Chi-Chi.
As you reach for the mace, the eyes of the monkey thing do indeed flitter open,
Okay. Extra attack, forearm shiver right into its face.
It gets a reaction first.
Okay. Sure.
And as it does, everybody make a wisdom saving throw. Everybody.
Where are my big dice?
Jeez.
Wisdom is not my strongest half.
No, it is not.
Not great. And I don't... Am I close enough to you? I don't think so, because you're still up on the balcony, right?
It's a 15-foot pit. I don't know if John would rule that we're within his aura or not.
Yeah, if the whole room is 15 feet around, technically we're all within 10 feet.
The pit is 15 feet around.
15.
He's still at the top of the
Balcony
pit.
is
He's still
bigger.
at the top of a 20-foot pit.
Okay.
You're at the bottom of a 20-foot
Roger.
pit. You're definitely not within 15 feet of him.
Okay. All right. So,
What was this? A what saving throw?
Wisdom.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what
2.
I got too.
Okay.
8.
16.
Oh, sorry. 12.
7.
12 is not 2. Yeah.
7.
18.
Okay. Gleep and Fang, you feel a wash of fear flow over you, but you manage to shake it off. The other 3 of you do not manage to shake it off.
I'm frightened.
Okay.
Didn't think so.
You are all frightened of the weird little mummy monkey creature thing.
The monkey.
You must use your turn to move as far away from it as you can. You cannot take reactions.
Okay.
And you must, and the only action you can take is the dash action to move as far away from him as you can.
Okay.
So,
I'm okay with
All right.
this.
So no extra
if you
attack
can,
for
if you cannot move away from him, then the only action you can take is the dodge action.
Okay.
Thurkris is okay with this right now.
So her being in the middle of her turn, how does that work now?
You've already used your action, right?
I have extra attack still.
But you're not making an attack, though.
What's that?
You're not making an
You
attack.
I already made one attack.
She made
Are you
one
talking
attack.
about a kick?
Yes.
Okay,
and
gotcha.
I have extra attacks. So
Okay.
can I make my second attack before I have to run? Or
You
do I have to
failed
run
your
yet?
save, so I'm going to have to say no. You are now frightened.
Okay, but what does it say about what do I use my action for? Because I already used my action.
If you cannot make your action, then the only thing
Is to dodge.
is to
Okay.
dodge. Well,
And-
dodge is an action.
Okay.
You must
basic.
use what movement you can to get as far away from it as you can.
All right. So she'll back away to the corner of the room, and no reactions.
No reactions.
Okay. Sorry, I am short-circuiting. Trying to look at all the things the monks can do, which there's stuff.
You pretty much can't do anything.
Can she take a bonus action?
No. If you
No,
cannot take
no.
an action, you cannot take a bonus action.
But I already took an action.
Doesn't matter. You can't do it now.
Okay. Fair enough.
Now there's ogres.
Yes.
All right, turn over.
Now
Okay.
there's a frightened
Cool.
Stavriel.
Yep.
Yes.
You're very scared now.
Yep.
Hey,
You've run away, run away.
Dirkris.
I've run away, run away.
Sorry, roll that back a little. I will allow you the end of your turn attempt to the save.
Oh,
You can make
okay.
another save.
Okay. All right. Well, I need to check this again.
Save against fear.
Right.
End of your turn.
Gersh. Hang on, I'm sorry.
Well, that's not going to work.
I can't see anything I can do.
She's having so much fun.
Okay, so another wisdom save. Roger.
It's just a wisdom save.
Sure. I'm only checking because monks have stillness of mind and some other things that affect these conditions, and I didn't know how it all worked. So another 12. Woo.
Yeah, don't manage to shake it off. Dirkris,
I'm running as far away as I can.
you can attempt your save.
Okay. 2.
You don't make it. Gleep, you're standing in front of this weird mummy thing that has just opened up its eyes.
Okay,
You're not scared.
I'm going to ask a really terrible question.
Go ahead.
Given the layout of the room, do the other people in the party have to run out through the fan?
If it's their only option.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Technically, the other direction of the thing for us on the other side
Yeah.
Is
you run
off
into that
not
corner.
towards the sarcophagus.
Gotcha,
so
gotcha.
Yeah, and
If
even
Fang had failed, he would.
Ooh,
I'm going to attack the mummy.
Chris hesitated,
Okay, roll
man.
Attack the mummy monkey.
Can I just get back in the box?
Back in the box.
Peace out.
Can I go back in the box?
You probably have the best chance of all of us of making the save, though.
Actually, wait. I'm gonna turn into a net and try to grapple the mummy.
Okay, grapple the monkey.
What?
I'm doing that.
To grapple the monkey.
Opposed check. I got 21.
You make it. You grapple the monkey.
Okay. So that extra attack.
Okay.
Now with advantage.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
AC 24.
You make it. You spank the monkey.
Oh.
6 magical bludgeoning.
Waiting to say that.
Yep.
All night.
All night long.
And stunning strike.
Yeah, buddy.
Stunning strike. DC 15 con.
That's cards. Okay. Nope, you don't make it. So he's done.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Flurry of blows.
flurry blows.
AC 22
Hits.
for 7 magical bludgeoning. Last attack. AC 24
Hits.
for 7 magical bludgeoning.
That's... Okay.
That's turn.
Okay. Monkey stunned. Fang, what's up?
Stun monkey.
Yeah.
Toss the board.
Wait.
Throw the pig.
Do some weird motion with my hand, and I throw a bolt of radiant light
Okay.
at the mummy,
With advantage. Stunning strike.
making an attack roll. Hey. Third. Hold on. 13?
Was that with advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, boo.
13 hit. It actually hits. Roll damage.
Wow, busy trigger.
66. She probably should have
She's excitable tonight.
gathered those up first.
A stir crazy day at work. And a lot of potluck food and a lot of sugar at work.
Ah! Oh, that one already went.
Whoa.
That's a 4.
Rolling fast and loose over there.
Oh, the other one sucks, but these are good. 15, 19, 20, 22 radiant damage.
Okay. It takes it.
And
It's bloody.
Ooh.
Cool.
I'm down to level 1 spells.
That's not going to be good for long-term situation there.
And
He's down to level 1 spells.
read on the. Summon creatures for roll initiative for the summon creatures. Oh, I gotta roll for the boar.
Oh, we get a boar.
Or
How boring.
His eyes bore a hole into my soul.
11 for the boar.
11.
Oh,
So I actually would have went before me, but I guess it's.
That's right. It's going
It's
next
fine.
round.
it's ogres. Or boars.
Bow.
Can't really do anything. It just wants to plunge to his death.
Okay. And Mayak, you are frightened. Can you make a save?
I do believe I did.
You made your save. You managed to shake off the fright.
Natural
Nice,
20.
buddy.
Yes. So I'm gonna.
That's the end of turn, unfortunately.
End of turn.
So you don't have it. So.
Okay, damn it.
Fast, baby friend.
Yes, thank you. That is
This is the nastier fear
that is
effect.
my full mantra.
This is like
Damn
the
it,
dragon
master
fear
baby
effect.
Fred.
Yeah.
No,
John, I do realize that I did not specify the level of spell that I was throwing again.
That's.
Oh, my bad.
I don't think the monkey
No one's
was
counterspelling.
No one's kind of going at
Well, even still,
Yeah, I
if
understand.
I,
Getting in
if
the
I missed,
habit.
could have said, "Oh, I just
Sure,
level
sure.
1."
I got you.
But
Round 2. Tavriel, can you make a save?
I'm going to use Stillness of the Mind with my action and end the fear.
You have no action.
You can't
Yeah.
use your action
Oh,
for that.
because you can't do. Oh, it's
You have to
all right.
use your action
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
to disengage. To disengage.
Okay.
The dash.
Or sorry, to dash.
Well,
To dash.
the stillness, which is an action to do.
That's
All
right.
Okay. All right.
I have something cool called heroism, but I have to touch it in order for it to work. And I can't get to anyone.
Okay. What do I do? Which one do I go?
Can't jump to anyone. Can't fall down to anyone.
Why not? Oh, that'll do the job.
Natural
22.
20.
Okay, you managed to shake it off. Okay, end of turn. Dorcas.
I knew this was bad. 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 Oh, 18.
Well, maybe it's not. But maybe it's not going to be as bad as you thought.
Okay, maybe I could be okay. Maybe
Okay.
maybe I could be okay. Maybe I could be okay.
Okay, you do manage to shake it off.
All right.
Cool.
All right, Gleep,
Keep attacking.
keep attacking.
That was a Cassandra dice.
AC 23
Hits.
for 9 magical bludgeoning.
Okay.
Critical
Okay.
Charge.
for 10 magical bludgeoning.
Okay, you reduce the mummy to mummy dust.
Nice, Gleep. Team Gleep.
I'm just going to be over here in the corner,
Well, for your
Cleaning
freaking
up
stunning
my-
strike, that could have been a whole lot worse.
cleaning up my pee bottle.
Stunning strike is kind of busted.
Kind of busted.
Tavriel reaches down for the mace that.
Tavriel's going for wants the mace.
Sure. She has no other weapons.
For lack,
That's true.
For lack of any other weapon, you reach down and you pluck the mace from the sarcophagus. And as you do, red smoke seethes from the head of the mace, forming the outline of a monkey with a long tail. With a roar, the smoky apparition leaps at you, screaming, "Let me in!"
Oh, not this again.
She doesn't stop him.
Does not resist.
Dorcas is just laying on the floor up on the balcony,
We're all a bunch of submissives.
on her back, tail off to the side, like, oh, I'm really done with this shit.
Why did I come here?
Oh, this is going to be
Say,
hilarious.
monkey, I want you
We'll pass that
inside.
down.
I feel like I'm gonna have anger problems. Not that we know in character, but this is the tomb of Wongo. Wongo is a funny word.
Wongo dongo.
Bongo.
Oh no.
Don't want what?
He, she,
What?
we,
That sounded a
Wongo.
lot like dong.
Interesting. All right.
Glebe might want one of these before he dies.
Interesting.
Before he dies. I like having to specify that.
He would have if it weren't
That's
for
ironic.
an even odd roll that went the wrong way.
Gotcha.
Oh, because if
it
the
would've gone
other
to the
one had
ring.
gotten kicked out,
And
it
the next
might have
person to
gone
touch the
into-
ring,
Uh-huh.
she was wearing.
Interesting. She would have gone to that. All right. That's kind of fun.
I'm still surprised that
I'm
nobody's
down
died.
That's because That's because the monks keep cheesing things. Blame the monks.
Having 2 monks to stun things is, powerful.
Run on walls.
Yeah,
And feather
Yeah.
fall and
and just noticing all the traps before tripping them.
What?
Seriously, these two are carrying you guys.
That's all I'm saying. John's pointing at the mugs.
I'm sorry, what?
She figured out the masks. She's done some cool stuff, man.
She had it.
Did he really just say that to the meat shield?
He did. He
You
did.
could just throw something out of my lap.
The one who just took 56 points of damage.
Survive.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
We
Thank
needed.
you.
Actually, it's really funny that it worked out that the 2 tanks went in the chests that did massive damage.
Yeah, that did work out well.
Because
So nobody actually
and the one who didn't care that much about losing all the metal.
You use your fists and your knees and your feet.
What else?
Mostly
What else
I
in
do.
your inventory was
but
metal?
yeah. What about the mace? What am I putting in my inventory for a mace?
Well, you now have a
Do we have
very,
to identify it again, though?
a very nasty, wicked-looking mace. It look
It's the worst that could happen.
actually see how we do it over here because it's easier.
Well, that's not your typical monk weapon either.
I'm actually curious. Yeah, if that's
No, I
heavy.
don't know that monks can use it. Well,
Yeah.
actually,
Mace is a simple
mace
I love you too,
Might
my
be a
platonic
simple melee
soulmate.
weapon.
might be some melee weapon. Yeah.
That's right, because even clerics can have a mace.
Your mace looking like that.
Oh, that's pretty badass.
Oh. That's
I
stabby,
like
stabby,
it.
ouch,
Pretty
ouch.
cool.
Dorcas is a little
That's
bit
fun.
jolly.
So, and but you're not quite sure what it does.
Just send us a pic.
Here, I don't need to do the freaking firmware update.
I mean, even if we can't take a short rest, we could hang for an hour to identify and attune.
Well, that's a short rest. I think.
Well,
How
we
long
can't
before we
Our
take
technical
a
listeners are going to be
Yeah.
really mad at us for taking a photograph of a computer screen. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I can pull the picture, I suppose.
I was just gonna say, just hold it down on it and hit save photo and send it to one of
Or
us.
something. Yeah.
I can just grab it off
God.
D&D Beyond. So.
God, Tina.
God.
That's the name. That's the name of the boar that I cast.
Tina Boar.
Look at some ham. Oh,
You're so
not good.
Tina. You're so boring, Tina.
Okay, so what's our next location there, Tevriel? Map lady.
Okay, so
I mean, our next. Well,
Dorcas doesn't want to move.
how long have we been adventuring at this point?
okay, so
Because people are rough.
Don't tell us what
people
we want
are
to hear.
rough.
I'm
It's
pretty sure we were far away from our rest.
It does feel like much of the day has passed, but none of you are feeling tired enough to rest yet.
Okay. So even if we can't rest, do we want to hang out for an hour and identify and attune with these fancy things that we've acquired?
If you want to.
I'd be fine with that.
Okay.
Dorcas is
If
not moving.
you won't get the benefits of a short rest because you don't have any, but
Right.
if you just want to take an hour
Yep.
to hang about and do nothing,
Seems like a
Alright.
good place as any.
I mean, I'd say heal people, but at this point, the limited healing that it needs to be to get people up if they get knocked down. So
I have nothing I can do without having a long rest.
About all
Don't
my,
you have spell
that's
slots?
about all my level 1 healing spells are good for.
Do, but
Yeah, you can heal
You dead?
people. So hold
You're
those
not
spell
anymore.
slots for either like critical smites or healing at this point. Because you should have like cure wounds and maybe some other bigger stuff.
cure wounds is really lesser restoration.
And
Revivify.
resistance.
That's Dirk
Revivify is not
singing
going to do
yourself.
squat one in this campaign. There's no reason to have it prepared. It won't work.
All right, so then I will get rid of that whenever we can
Yeah.
long rest.
It's all good. I mean, it's a traditional paladin thing,
Looking at
so
the
I
pretty
get
toe
it.
scales. See what I did there? Toe scales.
Right. Her pretty pink ones that match her hair. I noticed you've gone to hair color that matches with.
I didn't do that on purpose, but thank you for noticing.
Solidarity.
My hair does now match my D&D character,
But no mohawk.
I'm
but
gonna,
no mohawk. No.
I'm gonna
We'll
grab
not
some
be doing
pebbles off the
mohawk.
ground, John. I'm gonna grab some pebbles off the ground.
some pebbles. Can't hurt.
Put
I'm
'em in my
sure.
pocket.
Yeah, it's a rough and tumble tomb. I'm sure you can find a few rocks.
Oh, and no Bam Bam.
Boo.
That was good. What are you talking about?
I will not be doing the bam bam. I do not swing that way.
It's a good thing I didn't drink any coffee.
Right out your nose.
Coffee hurts when it comes out your nose.
As you guys are, let's see, where are you hanging out? Are you hanging out up on the ledge, hanging up and down in the pit?
I have not moved from behind that.
I can't get anywhere other than the ledge.
I mean, we could help you down.
I don't think I got anywhere because
yeah.
I didn't do anything on my turn.
I didn't move from behind
You
that.
got- if you guys
onyx.
wanted to
if you
climb
guys are just
down,
going to
we
stand
could
there for an
do-
hour, stand around for an hour.
Yeah.
We can hang out on the balcony.
Yeah. Okay.
And
sure.
kind of in a corner out of sight from the door, but yeah, I mean, that's, yeah.
All right. As while you guys are standing there, some of you trying to get to know these interesting little doodads that you've picked up, you start to hear from down the hallway, back from where you, back beyond the fan, heavy footfalls.
Oh.
Let's see if it activates the fan.
The fan
As it
would
gets
be...
Hide
closer.
out of sight from the fan.
Closer,
We'll be away
Fang,
from
where are
that
you
line
standing?
of direction.
I'm right in front of it.
Well,
Well,
the
I can't
balcony
go
goes
anywhere.
Beyond
climb a rope. I toss a rope over to you. Jump.
the balcony extends past the opening into the room, down
Yeah.
the other side, from what I understand. So it doesn't have to be standing in the doorway.
No.
No.
No,
It was
the
just that
the hallway ends at the pit. There is no balcony connecting the hallway to the
He
side.
has to jump to the side balconies,
Which I cannot.
Which
Okay.
we can put a rope over and bring.
For
you
some
over.
reason, I thought you said that the side
Yeah, no, it's
balconies were-
that's because I'm really bad at describing. But really, 1 second,
Oh, he's going to draw.
I'm going to try to draw.
He's going to
So
draw.
we have-
He's going to draw.
Hit. Hallway. Balcony.
Okay, so
Actually,
Tavriel
balcony kind of goes beyond that way.
Tavriel tosses the end of a rope over and says,
where's the
"Strong
fan?
people help pull him
There's
over."
down here.
Okay.
So can the strong people pull him over on a rope, just like we did at the gorge?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John, you allow that?
I don't see why not. You certainly have the time.
Okay.
I mean, at the very least, you could climb down into the pit with you guys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we went up to hang on the balcony with you. That's-
We all eventually make it up here. We
and
hang
we're
out up
hiding
here.
on the sides, out of sight of the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we wait to see what it is.
Okay.
I climb.
As they you start to hear these heavy footfalls get closer, and then the fan suddenly starts to spin up, and the footfalls stop.
Interesting.
With the fan spinning up fast enough, those of you who have dark vision enough to see far enough down the hallway see another one of those weird armored things standing at the far end of the hallway, standing on the pressure plate
Okay.
I'm not moving.
and not moving.
Also, is keeping us from getting out of there.
Is there?
What happened to the boar standing in that
I mean,
corridor?
Did you put a rope on it and bring it over? Or, I mean, it's up to you, man.
Smash the spell in
What is the duration on the spell?
1 hour.
1 hour? Have the boar make a dexterity saving throw.
I was going to get...
Oh, it's 11.
Space!
John can be happy. The fan killed something.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. 19.
19. Okay. He manages to hang on. Actually, probably should have been a strength saving throw, but whatever. But still a good roll.
Would've been the
Full
same.
strength. Yeah.
You should name him Kermit.
He manages to hang on. He's still standing there in the hallway.
Kermit the Boar.
Did I notice whether he was being pulled or pushed?
Pushed into the room.
Okay.
Is the air flowing through the fan so powerful that like it's affecting us in the room at all?
It's a nice cooling breeze.
Okay. So it's not like
For
a
a
tornado or
jungle
something.
Nice.
All right, so basically we're stuck here till we can.
Until you do something. Until you figure out how to get out.
Okay. I'm going to search the room for, like, secret doors and stuff.
I will help you.
Secret tunnel.
Give me a perception.
Perception. 27.
Despite extensive searching, you do not find any.
Okay. All right.
Well, I'm not going back in any of those treasure chests.
Do you want to get back to these items while they're stuck here?
We can keep studying them and at least figure
Since he
out
doesn't
what we
seem
have.
to be progressing anymore, you manage to identify those items.
Okay.
Tavriel, you have yourself a Mace of Terror.
Okay.
Nice.
And Fang, you find that you have yourself a merry little Christmas, a staff of the Python.
Cool, cool.
For those who wish to know, the staff of the Python allows you to use your action to throw the staff on the ground within 10 feet of you, and it becomes a giant constrictor snake under your control.
That is so perfect for you. That's
It can
awesome.
only
That couldn't be more perfect for you.
It requires attunement, which you gave in an hour, so you attuned, and can only be attuned by a cleric, druid, or warlock. So it was for you.
Cool.
And you can command the snake. As for the Mace of Terror, it has 3 charges, which you can expend 1 charge to release a wave of terror. And each creature of your choice in 30-foot radius extending from you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become frightened. Use the same frightened condition that you guys had.
Okay.
Gotcha.
They have to run away.
Each creature of choice.
Yes.
Okay.
So you don't choose us.
Yeah.
Right, it is of choice. I wanted to make sure that I could control who is and isn't affected.
Correct.
By it. That's what I was trying to clarify with bad words.
And it gets 1d3 charges each day at dawn, and blah blah blah. And as to whether you can actually use it as a mace to hit things, I mean, it's still a mace, but I don't know if the monk will let you.
Might be a way to get past that thing.
Better hope we don't hit a really huge room. You're going to have 3 giant constrictor snakes on here to worry about. Because I can cast one, I can turn the staff into a snake, and I can become a snake.
Snake party. A party of fangs.
Kate, do you want to try Sarah's suggestion?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear it. I'm zoned into reading stuff here.
We might be able to use that terror thing to get that
Thing to run away.
big metal thing to get away
Yeah,
from
that
us.
might be the way to go. Hang on.
And then just reverse what we did to
Me
get
at
down
that.
here to get us out.
Mace of Terror.
Sorry, I got lost in reading also.
Equipment. So yes, I can attempt to release a Mace of Terror. Wave
Okay.
of Terror.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. To be close enough, you must be up on the ledge close to the fan. So if you're going to climb up there, you'll need to make a strength athletics saving throw. I'll let you make, or a dexterity acrobatics.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just rereading this. Why is
Should
it?
we tie a rope to you? In case you fail. Okay. You got this.
She got
Guidance.
feather wall.
Thank
She's
you.
monkey.
Right.
Monkey monk. Monkey.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go up there. He gave me guidance, so I'll see if I can stand there if I get knocked back down.
Okay.
All right.
But you'll get up again.
So you said strength saving throw?
Never going to keep you down.
Strength athletics or
acrobatics?
or dex acrobatics.
Acrobatics is not a choice.
Yeah.
That is not the best acrobatics. And it's guidance, so I get a d4, right?
Yeah.
Keep the
Yeah.
songs. Yep.
Okay. So, 18.
Okay, you managed to hang on.
Okay.
You managed to activate the mace, and the weird metal thing just stands there.
Immune to being frightened.
We determined that it was some kind of a golem, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That was worth a try. That was good.
I say it doesn't work. Does anybody have a spell that has range to do some damage and try to drive it back?
How far away is it?
It is, let's see, 30 feet back from the front from the end, your end of the corridor.
Yeah.
So from the
So
it's
15 plus
30.
30.
So 30 feet back from here.
And we are
You're out there,
right somewhere.
Yeah.
except for Tavriel, who is currently standing right there.
So it'd be roughly 45 feet to hit him with anything,
30, 35, 40, 45. Yeah.
plus having to shoot through a freaking fan.
Well, unless it's something
It's going
like,
fast enough that it's not blocking your vision
you
at this point.
What about like making the fireball appear though, or was that something that you threw?
I have level 1 spells left.
Okay. What do you
That's all
got?
I got.
Or cantrips? Anything?
Yeah, what the hell?
Whole bunch of scorching ray.
I'll try it. I don't have that here.
Or
As a bonus action, I cast Magic Stone
Okay.
on 3 stones in my pocket. And I throw one with a range of 60 feet. At the... I make an attack roll, I believe, yeah.
It's the fan.
John's trying to determine if he can have us get hit with stones.
No, I am actually trying to determine if it would make it through the fan.
That's what I was
There's
wondering.
probably like a
At full
60% chance because the blades probably take up about 1/3 of the space.
But it's also going at full speed at this point.
Yep.
Kate, are you pulling stats out of your butt? Because I feel like you're pulling stats out of your butt.
Eh?
No, let's just make it easy. Let's not stress it too much. Roll to hit with disadvantage.
Okay.
That sounds like a good call to me.
Yeah, that seems good within the rules.
16?
16 the stone gets deflected by the fan. All right. Well, I would say that we probably can sit and think about this one for next session. How are we going to get out of the room? So,
Am I in the room?
So you're allowing us to discuss this outside of the games?
yeah, you can go ahead and discuss this one outside of the
All right, so this is going to be a tough one.
Yep.
Not to discuss
All right, so
outside of the game.
I say goodnight to the listeners.
Good night, everybody!
If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.